Well, this is definitely one of the weirdest films I've watched in a long time. Welcome to my movie review for Thunder Force. Welcome back, or if you are new here, welcome. My name is Katrina and I make bookish content here on this channel at least twice a week, and then movie reviews like this one here at the weekend. In the description box you will find all of my social links, including my blog and my Goodreads, where I review most of the things that I read, and I will leave a playlist of my recent movie reviews linked up above in case you are looking for something to watch this week. This is my review of Thunder Force. I was going to bring you the first of my Oscars sort of predictions, reviews, videos this week. However, this dropped on Netflix. It was something that I put on my notify me when this comes. So I was like, let's do the review of that one. So this is Melissa McCarthy and Octavia Spencer becoming superheroes to save the city of Chicago from the miscreants, and especially the king, who is played by Bobby Cannavale. So yeah, definitely some very weird moments in this one. Yeah, it's got all the kind of elements to be a really good and funny film. You know, it's Melissa McCarthy, it's Octavia Spencer, they are teaming up. Of course, whenever you have Melissa McCarthy in a film, you always have Ben Falcone in the film. We've got Jason Bateman playing a crab, an evil crab, and then we have the actress who plays Mantis in the Guardians of the Galaxy and Avengers movies, and she plays a villain in this one, and it's very hard to hear her voice because she has such a distinctive voice and equate her with being a villain and not a good guy. But yeah, just some very weird moments in this film. So I love the friendship between Octavia Spencer and Melissa McCarthy. They are childhood friends. They kind of have each other's backs throughout growing up, and then something happens to make them become estranged, and this is them reuniting to become Thunder Force. I think their chemistry between them that I was expecting to see wasn't there, and I think that that's because the pacing of the film was quite, sometimes I just wanted to kind of crank them up a little bit. This would have been funny if you'd sort of given the punchline to this scene couple of microseconds earlier, or this would have been funny if we hadn't had this extra bit added on to this scene. I think it was just, yeah, the pacing, the way the film was kind of edited for me was just a little bit off. I don't know if this was filmed with social distancing and COVID in mind and whatnot. I don't know when this was filmed, but that might be an aspect of it. That might be why the pacing just kind of felt off for me. Again, even when we had Jason Bateman on camera, when we had Bobby Cannavale on camera, I like both of those people, and generally they're quite funny, but a lot of their scenes just made me cringe a little bit. I felt did you just say that? Are you doing that? Why aren't you doing that? Why aren't you saying that? And yeah, I mean, I persevered with the film. I wouldn't say it's necessarily a bad film. Melissa McCarthy's character reminded me a lot of her character in The Happy Time Murders, which she did receive I know she got a Razzie nomination for it, but I'm not sure whether she won the Razzie for it. And I remember going to see that one and being like, what now? We've got puppets and violence, but yeah, in this case we have these random miscreant villains terrorizing the city of Chicago, and Melissa McCarthy has been injected with kind of super strength in order to fight these villains, and she really wants to throw a bus at them, and so you know that that's going to come at some point in the film, and you're like, it's not going to be at an appropriate moment though. And even when we sort of have triumphant, oh, well done Thunder Force, you've done a really good job in this part, blah blah blah, it's still, again, the timing is just a little bit off. There wasn't really a whole lot of scenes that made me laugh. There was a couple of moments where I laughed. There were definitely more moments where I cringed rather than just generally enjoying the film. I felt like Octavia Spencer's character was still very kind of like timid and withholding. And I get that her character is supposed to be a little bit like that, but she invents all of this stuff to turn them into superheroes. She invents this plan to stand up against the miscreants. She has this like multi-billion-dollar company. You know, by that point, you would think that she would be able to, you know, sort of stand up for herself and say no to things and have, you know, something to say in a discussion. And a lot of time I felt like she was holding back. And I don't know, that was obviously a direction that she was given, but it almost felt like, you know, it wasn't Octavia Spencer, it was somebody else at that point, because we've come to know her as such a powerful force in these films. And Melissa McCarthy, I think, just went onto the side of the kind of like sillier side of her comedy, when again, I really enjoy her in films. So her and Bobby Cannavale are in like the Superintelligence film. I'll leave my review of that linked up above. And I really, really liked her in that. And I really, really liked their kind of connection on the screen together. And so I was excited in the fact that they were kind of sharing the credits in this film as well. But yeah, no, it just kind of fell a bit short for me, and I was excited about it. And I was like, as well, we've got these two female plus size heroines, superheroes. We're gonna have something about that. No, that wasn't even mentioned. I will say on their behalf, like, a lot of the screen time was women talking to other women and making decisions and making plans and making things happen. I did notice that and I did appreciate that, but I just thought that it would be just a little bit more. So there you have it. If I was telling you whether to go to the cinema to see this, I would say no, do not spend your cinema money on this one. However, this has come straight to Netflix. I think it's a Netflix production. Should you watch it? Again, probably not. There are better things to watch on Netflix. There are so many more things coming to other streaming services as well. There are funnier things that you can watch with both of these actresses and any of the actors that I have mentioned. Or, you know, just go and watch Guardians of the Galaxy again. Why not? Definitely some funny moments in that one. So there you have it. There is my review of Thunder Force. I will be back with more bookish content for you on Wednesday this week. And the aforementioned Oscars week movie reviews. I am now at the point where I've watched all the documentaries, I've watched all the animations, and I'm on my way to having watched all of the Best Picture nominations. We're nearly there. I've got time, it's fine. So yes, make sure you are subscribed so that you don't miss out on that. Hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload on Wednesday. And as always, if there are any movies you would like me to watch and review here for you for next week, let me know in the comments below and I will do my best to get to those for you. So yeah, I will see you on Wednesday. Thank you so much for watching.